Man, I don't even want to say it because I like the guy. I really do. But Lamar Jackson has now entered playoff choke artist territory. Hey, before we go any further, remember to subscribe to my channel. Just click on my little profile button below me. That way you'll get all the fresh videos. All right, on to Lamar Jackson. Look, Lamar is as dazzling a player as we have had in the NFL in a really long time. To watch him on Sundays flick the wrist and throw it 50 yards on a dime. To watch him slither out of the pocket and break big plays with his legs. To be such a tremendous dual threat guy. To win 2 league MVP awards. Man, the guy is legit, okay? But unfortunately, as we all know, a quarterback's resume is always going to be weighted with what you did in the playoffs. What did you do when it mattered most? And for Lamar Jackson, there's just no real impressive bullet points on that playoff resume still. Let's start with this game against the Chiefs. It was all set up for Baltimore. Here they were, the number 1 seed. They have everybody coming through M&T Bank Stadium. The emotions are going crazy. Before the game, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, legends that they brought in. Then during the game, they break out Terrell Suggs. The crowd was on fire. And the Chiefs, this version of the Chiefs have been hamstrung. Not a lot of big play abilities. Really got to grind out wins. And yet still with everything, great wide receivers, a tremendous run game. Statistically, a historically great defense, the Ravens still came up short. For Lamar Jackson in this game, 10 points, 10 measly points at home in the AFC title game is not going to cut it. And I'll tell you, people will focus on that fumble by Zay Flowers to the end zone, and clearly that's a crusher. If you're down to the 1-yard line, we got 1st and goal for the Ravens, and that's guaranteed points. But 5 punts in this game by Lamar and the Ravens offense. 5 punts in this game. Against Patrick Mahomes, you're going to take your chances punting the ball 5 different times? Secondly, for Lamar, the throw into triple coverage late in this game to snuff out another scoring opportunity is a backbreaker. Yes, there may have been pass interference on that play, but Lamar cannot throw that football. He simply cannot throw it. It's too tight of a window. There's 3 defenders, and you have to get points on that drive. You have to. But you could tell Lamar was never in rhythm. He was never smooth like he was throughout the regular season. If we just turn back the clock to that win they had on Christmas night against the San Francisco 49ers, everything was in rhythm. Everything was on time for Lamar. Nothing in the AFC title game was that way. And when Lamar started feeling the pressure, and he started getting frustrated with his lack of opportunities, you could see he was impatient in the pocket. He was antsy. And then taking the helmet and slamming it down after that INT was very emblematic of another real rough day at the office when it matters most for Lamar Jackson. 10 points. This is now the 2nd time Lamar and the Ravens have had the number 1 seed and AFC home field advantage and failed to get to a Super Bowl. Look at the total points scored in these Ravens losses under Lamar in January. 5 years ago in his playoff debut, they lose at home to the Chargers 23-17. 4 years ago, they lose at home as the 1 seed of the Titans 28-12. 3 years ago, they lose at Buffalo 17-3. Last year, Lamar curiously didn't play in the playoff game in Cincinnati, didn't even travel. And now against the Chiefs, 10 points. In his 4 playoff exits, that's a total of 42 points. That's an average of 10 points per game in his playoff losses. It was great to see Lamar explode in the second half against the Texans in the divisional round, but he had to carry it over into the AFC title game. Anything short of the Super Bowl was going to be a massive underachievement for this Ravens squad. That beautiful 30-yard touchdown strike Lamar threw to Zay Flowers early in the game, it just never really materialized after that. It was just too tough to move the football. The offense was too disjointed, and Lamar and company made too many mistakes. If you're at home in the AFC Championship game and Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs can only put up 17, Lamar, you got to win that game. You've got to be resourceful enough to figure out a way to score points. If not now, when? Because this offense this year was built entirely around the skill set of Lamar Jackson. Smartly, but Coach Monken came in and completely altered the offensive philosophy and did so with huge results in the regular season. They added playmakers like Flowers, like Odell Beckham. They had a very strong run game. And when it came down to it at home in the AFC Championship game, it still was not enough. Lamar only scores 10 points. And on top of that, you look across the sideline at Patrick Mahomes, a season when there wasn't a true number one receiver for him, a season where it was really difficult to put up points, and he was the guy that was resourceful. He drew first blood to open things up with a long touchdown drive. They put up the 2 scores early in this game and then had to hang on. But Mahomes is the killer. Mahomes goes into these playoff games and he snatches your soul, and Lamar has come up empty-handed yet again. Lamar seems like he's a good dude and he's a dynamic player, but I'm sorry, this has now become a trend. Lamar in the playoffs. Until further notice, this is now his reputation. Hey, for more videos like this, remember to subscribe to my channel by clicking on this button, my profile right there. Hey, I want to hear from you guys. Leave comments below. I will respond, as always, to the first 20 of you that leave a comment under this video. We've got a great football community of followers here. You can learn a lot going through our comments. I'm impressed. Hey, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm DA, Damon Amendolara. We'll see you next time.